Title: The Game Changer. Once upon a time in the small town of Oakridge, football was more than just a game, it was a way of life. The town's only source of pride and joy was its high school football team, the Oakridge Owls. They weren't a particularly remarkable team in terms of wins and losses, but they were a close-knit group of friends who played their hearts out every Friday night. Among the team's members was a young boy named Jake, whose passion for football was unrivaled. Jake had grown up in Oakridge, watching the Owls play with his father, who had played for the team in his youth. He dreamed of following in his father's footsteps and becoming a star player for the Owls. However, there was a problem. Jake was smaller than most of his teammates, and he lacked the size and strength that many believed were necessary to succeed in football. Despite his limitations, Jake's determination and love for the game were unmatched. One sunny afternoon, as Jake was practicing his throws in the park, he noticed an old man sitting on a bench, watching him with a curious smile. The man, named Coach Johnson, had been a legendary football coach in his prime but had retired years ago. Intrigued by Jake's dedication, he approached the young boy. "Son, I've been watching you, and I can see you have a passion for this game," Coach Johnson said. Jake nodded enthusiastically, his eyes filled with hope. "I love football more than anything, Coach, but I know I'm not the biggest or the strongest." Coach Johnson chuckled and patted Jake on the back. "Football isn't just about size and strength, my boy. It's about heart, determination, and strategy. I see something special in you. Would you like me to help you improve your skills?" Over the next few months, Jake trained with Coach Johnson, learning the finer points of the game. He studied playbooks, practiced his throws, and developed a deep understanding of strategy. With each passing day, his confidence grew, and he realized that he could be a valuable asset to the Oakridge Owls, even without being the biggest player on the field. As the football season approached, Jake's teammates began to notice a change in him. He was no longer the smallest player on the team, he was a leader. He shared his newfound knowledge with his friends, and together, they practiced tirelessly. The once underdog Owls began to win game after game, and the town of Oakridge buzzed with excitement. The night of the championship game arrived, and the Oakridge Owls were set to face their biggest rivals, the Pinecrest Panthers. The tension was palpable as the two teams clashed on the field. It was a close and hard-fought battle, but in the end, it came down to a crucial moment, with only seconds left on the clock, and the Owls trailing by a single point. Jake stepped onto the field as the quarterback. The pressure was immense, but he remembered everything Coach Johnson had taught him. He called a play, and with a quick pass, he found his best friend, Danny, in the end zone. Danny caught the ball and scored the winning touchdown. The Oakridge Owls had won the championship, and the town erupted in cheers and celebrations. The team hoisted Jake onto their shoulders, and Coach Johnson stood proudly on the sidelines, knowing that he had played a part in transforming a small, determined boy into a champion. Jake had not only changed the game for himself, but for the entire town of Oakridge. His story became an inspiration for generations to come. A reminder that in football and in life, size and strength aren't always the most important factors. It's the heart, determination, and the love for the game that truly make a champion.